gentlemen, today I am going to make a bold promise to you. If you start taking care of yourself physically, every single aspect of your life will improve. You will look better, feel better, you'll be happier, you're gonna be healthier, you're gonna meet more women, you're gonna have better relationships, you're gonna be a better dude because your confidence is going to skyrocket through the roof. But that being said, there are some things that I see guys doing when it comes to fitness that are totally screwing the pooch. These 10 things are going to prevent you from progressing. When you're not progressing, you're getting frustrated. When you're frustrated, you're like, screw this fitness nonsense, I'm gonna go eat a cheeseburger and sit my ass on a couch. No, I forbid you to take the easy way out. It's difficult, it's tough, it can get frustrating, especially if you're not seeing progress. Good news! Today I have teamed up with my boys over at bodybuilding.com, aka the best website in the history of fitness. Together we are going to keep your sexy ass moving in the right direction. Okay, so for those of you who missed the first video I did where I partnered up with bodybuilding.com, I went over my pick for the 10 best supplements to build a better body. If you missed that video, it is chock full of super great information and knowledge. There is a link down below to our special AlphaM landing page at bodybuilding.com. You can't get there any other way than hitting that link. There you're gonna find the video. You will also find the 10 supplements. Once again, I am not in any way, shape, or form affiliated with any one specific supplement. These are my personal picks. I love them. I also love bodybuilding.com. Why? Because I've been using them for zillions of years. Ever since I got into the fitness game, bodybuilding.com has been my go-to place for fitness-related information, for buying supplements at a great price online, not to mention the gear, and they've also got clothing. This t-shirt comes from their core clothing line, and it is ridiculous. The fabric, fantastic. The price, amazing. That link also gives you a discount. The first biggest mistake I see guys making, they're not working their entire body. This is something that is very common amongst young dudes who first start. They work what is called the mirror muscles. Mirror muscles are the muscles that you see when you look in the mirror. Chest, shoulders, arms, triceps. You gotta work total package. The second biggest mistake I see guys making is that they're not sticking with a program long enough to see if it's actually working. Guys get impatient, super frustrated. It's like you try something for a week, you're like, this isn't working, it's shit. I'm gonna try something else. Then it doesn't work for a week, you're like, I'm trying this and that. And you listen to all your friends and you're all over the freaking place. Stop. Deep breath. Understand this. You need to try something for a long enough period of time to see if it's working. And then you can adjust and modify. There are 3 variables that you can really focus on and change in order to sort of get yourself over plateaus and humps. They are cardio, your diet, and strength training. Another problem, and the third thing that I see guys doing that is totally sabotaging results, is overtraining. I am guilty of overtraining, and overtraining is very bad for you, bad for your body. Guys, I found a great article at bodybuilding.com that will be linked on the landing page. Go and read it because you need to identify why it's happening, how to fix it, and some of the signs to basically be able to tell if you are overtraining. The fourth mistake I see dudes making is not taking in enough protein. You beat your body up. Your muscles, you're tearing them down when you're working out. You need the amino acids found in protein in order to rebuild them bigger, stronger, and all that good stuff. Now, the question is, how much protein does a guy need to take in? I personally believe that you need about 1 gram per pound of lean body mass. I am about 10% body fat. I weigh around 150 pounds, so that equates to around 135 grams of protein a day. So I need 135 grams of protein. I don't like to eat more than, say, 35 grams of protein at a sitting because I personally believe that your body has a tough time assimilating it or absorbing much more than that. I only eat 3 times a day, and so I'm still needing a little bit of extra protein. What I will actually do is take a protein supplement or shake. If you guys are looking for a great protein, Optimum Nutrition gets the AlphaM stamp of approval. The fifth mistake I see guys making that is totally sabotaging their weight loss and fat reduction goals is they're scared to do fasted cardio in the morning. Dude, I can't do fasted cardio. My muscle will evaporate. One of the misconceptions that makes me want to just go, what? Muscle fiber, muscle tissue is not some precious little snowflake that vanishes like a fart in the wind if you don't eat every 3 hours. Cardio on an empty stomach is the single best way to burn body fat, period, in my opinion. I gotta say that because there are so many bros that know so much on YouTube, apparently. Here's the deal. You got to make sure you're doing it in your target zone. You're like, what the hell is target zone? To help you calculate your target heart rate zone right now. Here's how it works. Take 220 minus your age. That's going to give you your max. Mine is 220 minus my age, 40. Yes, I look fantastic. Thanks for noticing. It's going to give you a number. 180 is mine. Then you're going to take 180, multiply that by 0.8 or 80%. That's going to give me a grand total of 144. This is the top of my target fat burning zone. The bottom, multiply that same 180 by 0.65. It's going to give me 117. When I am doing cardio on an empty stomach and my heart rate is beating between 117 and 144, I am utilizing fatty acids to keep my sexy ass going. And if you're seriously trying to lose some body fat and want to try a product, these two dynamic duo are the best, in my opinion, on the market. Quadracarn, ridiculous. CLA, also super important. If you have no idea what these are, go to the video, watch it, that is linked, all that good stuff. The sixth thing you are totally screwing up on is your form is freaking terrible. You work out too fast. That is the thing. I see guys just repping it out. You understand that that is actually not going to do anything but ultimately possibly get you hurt. It's about controlling the weight through the entire range of motion. One of the causes of bad form is the seventh thing that you're doing that is totally screwing everything up is that you're lifting too heavy. You're letting your ego get in the way of actual progress. How much do you bicep curl? Said no woman ever. No, who are you impressing? The only people who care how much you bench press is other dudes who are trying to impress other dudes who are trying to bench press. Guys, work out for you. Don't fool yourself. All that rocking and shifting is not actually lifting it. But I give you props for using free weights because number 8 is relying too heavily on machines. Guys, there is something to be said for both free weights and machines. But if you are exclusively working out on like hammer strength machines or the machines like with the plate loaded and all that, you're totally missing out on the beauty and the ability for free weights to work all the little stabilizing muscles. When you do a bicep curl, it's not just your bicep when you're using a dumbbell. It's your shoulder that's stabilizing, your tricep stabilizing, your abs have to contract. When you're locked into a machine, you're only really working that specific muscle. The ninth thing that you're doing that is totally screwing your fitness pooch is your diet sucks. Working out, fitness in the gym, bench pressing, doing all that stuff is the easy part. That's the fun part. And it only is really 20% of the equation. 80% is what you actually put into your mouth. And if you are eating a crappy diet that doesn't have many nutrients, you're totally sabotaging your fitness game. Guys, the one product that I would say if you're looking to try something is a great multivitamin. Or don't take one. I don't care. I'm going to continue one. Gentlemen, in conclusion, the 10th mistake that you're making that I sure wish you weren't, and that is making excuses on why you can't start. Think about it like this. When is the first time you thought about exercising, doing some push-ups, going for a walk, losing some weight? Last week? Last month, last year, 6 years ago? If you would have started then, where would you be now? Gentlemen, there is nothing that will change your life and your happiness, your success, your everything like taking care of your body physically. Exercise is the single most important aspect of my day. Every single day, I do something for me and my body. It is critical to everything else. And without it, I don't know. I don't like to think of a life without fitness. I promise you one thing. I said at the beginning of this I was going to make a bold and outlandish promise. And I stand by that. If you start today, you're going to be amazed at how you feel tomorrow.